Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So, I'm just getting things set up here at the moment. I did finally get the actual soundtrack. Turns out it's just in the folder, I didn't realise. So yes, it does mean that I can actually do these things a heck of a lot more professionally now, which is really quite nice. I can also control the tracks and the volume of the tracks and the frequency of the tracks, so that makes a big old difference there. Importantly as well, I'm not going to get hit by copyright, so that's great. That's all very, very good. So today, we're going to go ahead and finish off the ground turn. Right, I'm just posting that on the channel. Before I do begin, I want you guys to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and post a link here, whether it's on YouTube, you'll see it on YouTube, you'll see it on Twitch or something like that. I'll post it on Twitch before I start. But I want you guys to go ahead and join the Discord, type in the chat, maybe there's an example over here. Maybe not. Anyway, just go into the... Yeah, there you go. Go into the chat, type Pact or Nato, and I will add you to those rooms where you can talk to myself as a Warsaw Pact player, or my good friend Alex, who's playing as the Nato forces, and you can strategize together, so that'd be awesome. So please do go ahead and do that, that would be most excellent. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the nice art up when I go ahead and generate that link, so please do go ahead and do that. It would be awesome, and I can go ahead and add you guys as soon as you do. So there you go, posted a link in the chat here. And if people could let me know if audio is okay, that'd be excellent. I think everything's okay, but we'll see. Right, so we're going to go ahead and continue. Maybe I should click load. I should be okay. Alright. Either way, we'll wait for the game to load up. So today is going to be all about finishing the ground turn. I believe I should be able to show. I'm not familiar with the player by email of this game, actually. So I'm not sure if it will then go towards Alex, or if it will just be me resolving. I think it'd be me resolving, I'm not too sure. But I guess we'll find out. It's very much a learning experience, not just for myself, but for... Well, not just for you guys, but for myself too. So yes. Okay. So let's see then. We'd moved a great deal of units, we'd moved a number of East Germans around this way, we'd been in the process of moving forces from around Berlin as well. We do have another army. I mean, to be fair, I could even have that army committed over here. The only thing that's limited me is just the limit here, but you know, I could actually get around that. These guys are cumulative, they do stack. That could be a really good thing to do. It could also be a really bad thing to do, but it does ensure that I have enough forces to really push through. Like, I could do that. That's very, very tempting. That does mean that we could actually add in at least another division if we wanted to. We could really add a lot of forces and ensure that we break through Wolfsburg. That's going to be a very bloody... Oh my god, I didn't even think about that, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. There you go. We can now add additional forces in here. Good god. What are we lacking, is the question. My god, okay. I mean, I could add a lot of artillery. Wow, that's a really beefy unit there. Yeah, a large artillery unit has about twice the theoretical equipment and in fact has a colossal firepower coupled with good mobility. That's a huge artillery unit. Good god, there's a massive. Okay. So what do we have here then? We have East Germans in here making up the majority. We've got the armies in here. I've got Soviet forces in here as well. We've got the engineers. So, we've got electronic warfare support, we've got artillery, we have reconnaissance here, we've got AA. Artillery, yeah, okay. Maybe I just add mass. This is 77, this is 87 over here, so maybe I just go ahead and try and add mass to this engagement here. So if I take a look, I do have a 25th Tank Division, I've got the 90th Guards Tank Division, which is 7.6, which is very strong. And I do like that. So that would be another, 9 strength there to be added. These guys are 6, so it's like in theory you could add 2 of these. Sorry. This one's 2, that one's 3. Okay. I have T-72s there, the EBT. We've got an artillery group over here, and these ones are not lacking. I mean, that's a 4-3. Wow, okay. Do I have KGB in here? I do have KGB in here. Okay, that's good, because that does mean that we can actually get the morale bonus there. So I've got a 7-6 there. The motorized division here. Yeah, this 34th Artillery Division is really, really quite tempting, because that is a huge bit of firepower there. Yeah, they do give you a siege bonus as well. That is a pretty beefy unit there. Apparently it boosts units by 2. 6-6. This is a very strong unit as well. 2-4 there in the defense. 7-6 there. Alright. I think really what I need more of is like frontline units. So I'm going to go ahead and actually commit the 90th Guards Tank Division. So that brings us up to 86 strength points over here. Alright. I could commit additional artillery, which is at least a good thing there. And the good news as well, I may be able to push up additional men here. Right, the KGB could be added there. But I think I'm going to go ahead and take this artillery group over here. So we'll merge them into this as well. So that brings us up to 90 strength points. So this is actually just as strong, just a little bit stronger than this over here to the north. The morale should hopefully be good, hopefully. But we have more artillery in here. We have 24 units in here, 21 units in here. For a lesser stacking value as well, so that shows you the power there. So that I feel fairly confident of breaking through. It doesn't have as much in the way of air cover. I didn't mean to click on that. Didn't mean to click on that again. Yeah, these guys don't have all that much in the way of air cover, I should say. So this is pretty good then. So I can't actually put more into here, but we do have strong forces over here then. Very, very strong forces, in fact. Okay. I do have the EBT over here that could actually not move into the airfield. Right, I'll have that over here then just to follow up. In fairness, I could have even had it head south, but it'll be okay. It'll come in handy just for rear operations or supporting East German forces, really. Okay. Hopefully we can win over here. I mean, I do have our division there as well, so it should be okay. Alright. And there is other forces over here to make sure that we break through. They have a huge amount of like movement, but I can't move them too far, really. There's not really much of a reason. I mean, there's a lot of helicopters over here to support this, so it should be okay. We do have the train over here, so these guys will miss out on the first turn of movement, but next turn they'll be able to move further. But I'm going to use them as my reaction force. And we do have the Mi-26 over here, actually, which, really, where should I move this? Here's a good question. How much does it cost me? 3. I might have that moved in over here to make sure that these guys actually have supply. Frankly, I'm going to go ahead and do that, because I'm not making use of it anywhere else. So, maybe we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move into this battle over here then. Should ensure that we have supply in that battle. Apparently it does boost as well, so I'm hoping that it will enable us to actually just gain more out of that battle in general. Alright. Can only but hope. I don't know why these forces should be stacked together, but hey, it is what it is. So, we now have the center kind of taken care of to a degree. I do have these other trains over here, which I do need to figure out how I'm going to use. I think I want to have another train ready over here to actually take up the other forces. So I could have that move over here to the motorized division there. I do have another train that could move out, but I think I'll probably keep this in a Moscow military district for now. I do have these other trains over here as well, so I do need to figure out how I want to use them. And that's a good question. I think I'm going to keep them in the military districts for now, because I don't really have a good idea of when I want to use them right now. So, that's okay. Right, these Polish forces are here with the train, so they'll be able to move out next turn. Everybody looks to be dug in. Here we have additional artillery and stuff. There's a lot of assets moving along here. I mean, maybe I could have gone ahead and moved more there, but at least we do have some air support. So hopefully that will help us out. We do have forces that can move up and will move up to support the front. We do have additional forces over here as well. So, and in fairness too, could they make that? Oh, they could they? Alright, okay. You know, that really... Wow, okay. I'm really glad I actually stopped to think about this. Because that changes a lot of things. That's going to really make sure that we can actually... that we can... Okay, I don't know if this could inhibit us in the future, but all that matters is the stacking limit. And if I'm below the stacking limit, that doesn't matter. That's really quite bold. So that's 75 strength points. There's 68 over here. There's 54 over there. I think I want to stack up even more here then, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer the other army in here. That will reduce, yeah, quite nicely. And it does mean that I can actually bring in additional forces now. I do have another tank division I could bring in there. We'll bring additional strength in. We do have artillery that could be moved in there. Quite a bit of artillery. Do I want to do that? I could even bring in a support element like this and it would probably boost our forces. I think I want to bring in more artillery perhaps, or even AA if I have it. They've got 3. I do have another guards tank division here. Oh, I do have a KGB unit over here that could move in. These are 0, so they don't cost me anything. Do I have KGB elsewhere? I don't have KGB in here, so I'm going to go ahead and place KGB in there. That's a no-brainer for me. Right, there we go. We'll get that morale boost in there now. Amazing. Okay. I do have a 37th Guard tank division here. These guys. Okay. I think I'm going to boost this with artillery, perhaps. Though saying that, having the Guards tank division would be nice. I've got quite a few guards in there. But I think maybe having more in the way of artillery could be very good. This could be very useful as well, to be honest. Apparently that does boost morale. So, we've got 2 engineers in there, we've got 2 army commands, we've got AA. Really, I would prefer to have more AA in there as well. Oh, we've got 2 units of AA actually, but still, could be more. So, I do have a ZSU over here. I think I want to have that support unit in there. As much as I would like to have additional artillery, I think having that in there, I can't actually send it in on its own. God damn it, I should have used the KGB in there too. Well, that kind of scuppers that idea, unfortunately. Free. Right. So that's going to give me additional artillery there, so I think I will move that in. So we've actually managed to bring that up to 83. We do have in here now additional artillery, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4 artillery units with at least 1 SPG now, just seeing the 1 SPG. So yeah, we brought that up from 1 artillery unit, or 2 artillery units, to 5 in total, so that's pretty good. These guys also benefited as well, so that's excellent. Okay. I can move up a little bit more here as well. I'm going to move into AA there. Or in fact, I'll just move in the Guards division. At the end of the day, I need to have mass. Move in a little bit more, actually. I don't know if I have anything that's a 1. I don't think I do there. So that's okay. But yeah, that's fantastic, actually. Didn't realize about that, so that's good. And let me just double check that things are working here on the stream side. Say hello if you guys are in here. I think things are working okay. So that's good. Right, so we've got that. We're looking pretty strong then. Alright, these guys are already dug in, okay. Got these forces ready to go. Do have these additional forces here, which is kind of in a position of where I can't move everything right now. I could have moved that supply in there, in fairness, but the MI-26 needed to be used. So let's see how we're going to proceed. So we're engaging here, engaging here. I do have air power attacking this, but not a huge amount. But it is still pretty good air power, or at least decent air power. So that's 5-5, 5-6, 5-5, 5-4, 5-5. So that's a pretty decent amount of hits, potentially. I mean, I could go that way and engage in this battle. The only thing is I'm not eager to engage here. He gets a modifier, I get a penalty. And I don't think I really gain anything here that I can't gain by moving, like engaging here and winning. So I think I need to bear that in mind, that I don't have to fight every battle. It would be ideal to have some cover here. This one again is not ideal, but these are much smaller units, so I can take them in theory. Let's move the Czechs first. Alright, these guys can move. That's 18 there. Do I have engineers? I do have engineers here. Okay. There's also supply there. Also peons as well, so these are quite nice. So, there's pursuit here but no breakthrough. This is pursuit but no breakthrough. This is pursuit but no breakthrough. This is pursuit and breakthrough, which matters. Over here, pursuit but no breakthrough. So these areas I'm only going to be able to punch through. I think I can break through here in the south, only here in this place. So it's like in fairness, which is why we do have the army here that can break through, so that's good. He has positioned German forces over here. I'm not sure if the Czech forces here are strong enough to take that. That's the only question. I think they can, but it's a question of this is not exactly ideal, and I'm engaging something that I'm not too sure of. Right. And there's guards in here. I mean, this is it. I could potentially go that way if I had the movement. Not ideal, but, you know, could be done. I'd be above the limit there. But I could do it. Okay. So these are about the same here. The problem is I can't guarantee I'm going to win these, and that's a bit of a problem for me. So maybe I put some Maskarovkas in there, just help them out in general if I can. But yeah, it is what it is. I could, of course, just try to encircle them, but I have a lot of forces that are not doing a lot then. Right, let's see. I do have this army over here that can't sadly move, but it is there. I mean, there's the other army over here that can't move, but these forces are here and ready to move up wherever they can. So what matters most to me then? As far as it goes with the roads, this would be nice to get through here and then try and cut them off and reinforce it. So this path matters more to me. Season Nuremberg's nice, but not essential for me. And there's the US forces over here as well. So again, what I wanted to do here then is try and cut him off if I can. Right. So I just need to have a stacking limit here. That takes me to 23. I can move an army into here. It's got 7. So let's see, and I've also got the engineers over here too. This is the one that matters more to me, I believe. But I think I can win that anyway, so I'm not going to push it too much. What I'll do is just remove you for now. So we'll move into engage here. Ba, ba, da, da. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, da, da. So I could have the guards, border guards moved over here as well. So they can dig in. I need to engage them here. This may be where I bring the Soviets up, but we'll see. But what I think I might go ahead and do then is, like, it's intended that I would attack here, but I think what I'd rather do is attack her across this front here. And be stronger here than elsewhere. So like, I do have at least some cover here with the units. So I can get 22 in there. That takes me down to 22, so we'll engage here. 27 here. Oh, they got the Danners. I love those guys. Takes me to 24, but I need 22. That's a 1. I have border guards in here, which are 2s. Okay. Take the border guards out, have these guys commit to battle. So what I'll do is have the border guards move down here. Leave them there for a moment. What I want to do is ensure that I have the Czech border at least held, or just made able to hold. So I could have these guys move down this way if they could make it. I do have some border guards that could go this way as well in the future. Hey, Dynasty League. Ah, good to have you, man. Oh, you got the game! Oh, that's awesome, my man. You'll have to let me know. We could play a game together. That'd be pretty cool. The game is going to be going through additional development as well, so that's going to be pretty awesome. I did actually speak with the developer a few days ago now, actually, but we've been suggesting ideas to him. Like, we're talking about how to implement more card options, more, like, choices for the player. Like, for example, with this series, people voted for me to do it without use of chemical or nuclear weaponry. So, it'd be nice, and I suggested this to the actual developer of the game, but maybe the player could be potentially rewarded for really ruling out that option. So if I rule that option out, I potentially gain VP, which could be spent elsewhere. So it's interesting. Did the border guards ask the opposing forces for passports? They do, but they do it at the end of a 7.62 round. But if you look at the round, it does have it inscribed, papers please. So bear that in mind. But I do want to have them entrenched. So yeah, we're going to try and shift things. I really do want to focus on pushing through this area here. I do have it in mind to go north this way with the Soviet forces, but I have brought additional Soviet forces down this way. We've got additional forces that are going to be punching through here in this area. The East Germans are going to be holding along this area here. So the idea is to hold the British Army of the Rhine and go around the shoulders. Basically, yeah, hold them in the centre and then go around the flanks there. Hey, doing the Marauder, good to have you, my man. Yeah, glory to... Yeah, exactly. I'm not too sure if I can break through these here. I'm hoping that I will be able to, but we'll have to see about that. Now, the issue here with the Czech border is there's not really roads here, so I do want to have these Soviet forces moved up to be able to take advantage of this path here, but we'll have to see here. Is there a bug where the draw phase is, or is it normal that you draw an unholy amount of cards? Yeah, you do get a lot of cards, in fairness. You do get a lot of them. And you do have to... you do have to get rid of a lot of them as well, so don't worry too much about that. That's pretty normal. So these guys are 22 as well. I'm going to have them join up over here. So I won't be able to break through these positions in theory. But it could also be a bug as well, so that's entirely possible, but I think it's normal. I mean, that's the experience I had as well, so hopefully it's okay. But yeah, I'm shifting the emphasis of these Czech forces here to the north. The Soviets are behind them, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is like drive through with the Czechs and then have the Soviets follow up. So this is now empty at 22, so I can actually move in the Soviet forces here, which gives me something to break through afterwards. These border guards are going to move south. And I do have supply here that I can place with the actual Soviets here, so they actually will gain that benefit. So let's see then. I want to have the border guards in a position here of relative strength. Well, relative being the key word here, but yeah. Can't move them there, but I can move them here. I can't dig them in right now, but it is what it is. They can't move there, but they can move here. So at least we do have a border guards on the area. Let me go ahead and restart the soundtrack there. I don't know why that's like that. Okay, looks like that bugged out. I'm gonna go ahead and play that again. If it's super loud, because Windows likes to reset sound, and I love that about Windows. Let me go ahead and get that right. Right, there we go. Should be okay now. Let me know if it sounds too loud or just right. We're looking for that Goldilocks zone. Alright, okay. So, we also have these guys at BPSU, which are going to be very handy elsewhere. And I could even have them brought into battle over here to actually aid as well, in fairness. Ba, 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 ba. I don't know what it is, but the soundtrack kind of gives me the feeling of like Space Jam, and I don't know how to explain that. It just gives me that kind of Space Jammy feel. I just don't know how I can square that, but it's just how I feel. I'll get them involved here too. Alright, they can't move beyond this point. Okay. But at least we do have positions here for the Soviets to use. Alright, let's see. If you can go, you will go. Free, goddamn. Any other freeze? Nope. I could get another one in here. I don't know how to explain the Space Jam thing. It's just, I don't know. It just feels like super sporty. Da, 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 da. Maybe they can move. There are two. I don't think... they do have a road, in fact. Yeah. Okay, so they can't do anything over here. That's going to hold the border. I do have a border guard that I do want to move down here. I don't know why, but over here, but okay. Well, I do know why they're there, but you know. I want to have the border guard head north. It's a little annoying because I can't use the roads. Not easily, anyway. We might be at that point where we're finished now, actually. More or less. Like, this is a big problem over here, but there's not all that much I can do about it. I do have forces here. I think if I commit to battle, we might be able to flank them, perhaps. This, no pursuit, no breakthrough, no pursuit, no breakthrough. It's not ideal. I could use Maskarovka over here and quite literally employ it in its intended use. That could be quite amusing. Get some supply there, why not? EBT over here.